Good day everyone, my name is G. Lord Patiti. So, this my report. First is Lesson 1 Human Flourishing. Lesson Objective. At the end of this lesson, the student should be able to identify different conceptions of human flourishing, determine the development of the scientific method, validity of science, and ethic human flourishing vis-a-vis progress of the science and technology to be able to define for themselves the meaning of the good life. So, next is human flourishing. Human flourishing involves the rational use of one individual human potentialities, including talents, abilities, and virtues in the pursuit of freely and rationally chosen values and goals. So when we see human flourishing, mao na ang mga nagpaasabot sa paggamit sa imong kaugalingon, potential, labaw na sa imong talent o abilidad to aim your goal or success. Sa introduction, eudaimonia o term na coined by Greek philosopher Aristotle refers to the highest level of happiness human can achieve of compared to the full bloom of flowers into involves qualities like promises, friendship, wealth, and power, which ancient Greeks believed brought happiness and the God. So, eudaimonia isang salitang pinakilala ng pilosopong Griyego na si Aristotle ay tumutukoy sa pinakamataas na antas ng kaligayahan ng maaaring makamtam ng tao na madalas itinutulad sa ganap ng pamumulaklak ng mga bulaklak. Kabilang dito ang mga katangian tulad ng promises, wisdom, pagkakaibigan, kayamanan at kapangyarihan na ayon sa mga sinaunang Griyego ay nagdudulot ng kaligayahan at kabutihan. Next is science, technology, and human flourishing. Science is often favored by those that don't understand to its ability to produce results similar to Jesus' miracles. However, science is the only discipline that can produce results which religion lack and human randomness also being viable alternatives. For example is daghan na ang tao ni believe sa science through technology. Parehas karon daghan na jud kayo na ang nabag-o. For example is kanang mga sakyanan di ba sa una is kabayo lang, bataw na natay mga lahing mga sakyanan, but ang uban tao pod is naana pod sila lahing way para makabot ang isa ka gusto nila. So nagaampo sila sa Ginoo para makabot pod nila ang ilang layunin.
Science as method and results. Science reputation is largely due to its objectivity and good methodology, which shields it from accusations of prejudice as acting supporters to define its claim to reason and empiricism. Example, if ang science test mag-experiment, ginasunod jud nila ang tamang process para tama ang resulta. Dili jud na nila ginailisan ang datos sa ilang sariling opinyon tungod sa pagka-objektibo at masusing proseso ng science. Verification theory distinguishes philosophy and science by stating that a discipline is considered science if it can be confirmed or interpreted, and alternative hypothesis is accepted. So kanang or like for example sa science if naa kay isa ka theory or idea need pa nimo testingan or prove gamit ang experiment or observation so that is verification. Classification theory is a popular methodology in science that suggests that if an ideology is not proven false and it can explain a phenomenon better than alternative theories, we should accept it. So when we say falsification, mo ni ang ideya para mo prove nimo if tama ba ang isa ka butang. In simple terms, we accept an idea only if it stands up to tests that could prove it wrong and if it explains things better than others options. Science as a social endeavor. Philosophers like Paul Taggart, Emery Lakatos, Helen Logino, David Bloor, and Richard Rorty propose an alternative demarcation of science that considers the social dimension of science and technology, arguing that science benefits society more than just scientists. So according ani nga philosopher, ang science is dili lang jud na para sa scientists. Familiar naman jud mo nga sila ang naga-experiment like medicine, although dili lang ang scientists ang naka-benefits ana, but also kitang mga tao or kanang naisakit ang scientists ang nagabuhat og cure para naay medicine, not only in medicines. How much is too much? The Millennium Development Goals signed in 2000 aim to achieve global growth for all, but their primary goal of fostering global partnership may be too ambitious in the long run. For example, the Millennium Development Goals gusto nila nga tanan bansa is mag-work together to improve world, like ending poverty and improve education. But dili ta mag-expect nga tanan country is perfectly work together because naatay lailahing problema sa atong mga bansa or maybe sa atong mga resources. Another example sa atong sitwasyon karon ang China is ginailog ang atong West Philippines Sea. So dili pa lang dili na ta mag-expect nga mag-work together kay mag-away